Doki.
And welcome back to Losers Finals. West Broadway Grillers versus Radiance. This is a rematch of the winners semifinals, where Radiance won 3-2. So some very close. I didn't see anything from that set, and I don't even remember what maps were played in the semifinals, but. Obviously a close one if it came all the way to a game 5, but this time it'd only go down to 3 games, so...
Actually, it's 5 games for Losers Finals.
It's 5? Oh, you're right! 5 for Losers Finals here. I guess I should actually look at the thing. Okay. Let's see a repeat. Let's see it go back to 5 as well. Let's see these two teams go at it.
And then directly after this, we have our grand finals coming up. So one of these two teams will get to play for the $40 prize and the prestigious right of being banned from the lane.
And the loser will redeem literally nothing. So we got Splat Zones at Arowana Mall. Let's Radiance, if I can remember, had the ability to do anchor and anchorless if need be. West Broadway Grillers have been riding on Sam's ability to use the splatter scope, and I guess when Cookie decides to flip the switch and absolutely murder people, as we saw with 23 KA in that last game. With this map and mode in particular, though, I don't think we'll see any beacons come out from either team, but beacons can be very helpful in a map as long as this one.
They absolutely can. Beacons can be devastating, especially, like you said, it's very long, but in general, beacons can be devastating if they're ignored, and just a pain to remove otherwise. Comes the E-Leader and the Custom Hydra. So both teams going for a backliner.
And that is the
both teams going with armor, double armor, in fact, on the side of Radiant.
And that is the Ink Mine E-Leader for the Grillers instead of the Beacon one. But with Rain as well. Rain obviously helping out with the E-Leader a lot more. As you see Jim trying to approach that Hydra.
And he gets them in the water!
I don't know if that counts as a trade or not, but it ultimately the result is the same.
They have my blessing account.
Jim kind of scaring the Hydra into the water there after the Hydra able to get the easy pick. But the Grillers do have control of the zone going off in the beginning here. And looking to hold on to it for a little bit longer as the rain comes out over the zone. Hohen.
And it looks like that Radiance is going to take a key loss there. So Broadway Grillers. Ooh! Sam on point there. That flank is not going to work. And here comes another one. He's going to do it again. Unfortunately. But the Ink Mine gets him.
Did Sam even know that Soda was there? It looks like he just popped around the corner and just shot a guy in the face on accident. But looks like
on accident.
locking down that alleyway as they kept sending player after player. When Sam got down, Cookie just kind of held it down in their place. So
more focus on the Grillers murdering people in the hallway than the count, and I didn't know it was ending.
It was.
Grillers takes the first game of this best of 5.
You know, since losing that game, tower control at Black Belly, the Grillers have just flipped a switch, and they've been pretty dominant there. Now, I wonder if Radiance is coming off of a little bit of rust, maybe, after waiting about 30 minutes or so for this last set to finish up there. The Grillers are coming in with a lot of momentum right now, as we now switch to Clam Blitz at Camp Triggerfish, which, if you recall, Hohen, the last time we saw Radiance on this map and mode, they had a very difficult time keeping Avalanche, their opponent, out of their own base there.
Yeah, that's probably in part on Radiance, but I would definitely give some credit to who they were playing, considering that Avalanche just plays Clam Blitz so well. So maybe it'll be different. Maybe they aren't as bad as Clam Blitz as we may imply from that. But if it is because of that, they will definitely need to improve that, and I think they'll be like, hey guys, we did this wrong when we played against Avalanche on this, so we need to improve that. They might be talking about that right now. I would hope they're having some kind of strategy talk right now.
They definitely need to find a way to regroup, and they need to find a way to win this game. They can't go down 0-2 against the Grillers, because the Grillers just have too much momentum going on, pushing them through the set right now, and they're just playing extremely hot. So Radiance is going to need to come out quickly and establish the tone very early on here if they want to find a way to win this game at Camp Triggerfish Clan Blitz.
They can do that. They can definitely take this game. And here we go. We got the Jet Squelcher, and then we got the Tent and Bamboo on the opposite side. Not really much on the backline front, just a custom jet.
If you recall, this is basically the same comp Radiance used last time. The only difference is they, instead of a Stingray splatter scope, they're going with the Bamboo. So that C-Jet for the Grillers is going to be the longest range weapon in the game, but I believe Sam has tenacity on, so the idea there is to just be a race spam. As 2 players, well, 3 players now going down for the Grillers.
Looks like that Radiance was ready for a tent this time by bringing out that Bamboo. Remember that the tent in that last game that they played here was completely blocked by that Bamboozler, so it seems to be having a lot more effect now that it's not being destroyed by a Bamboozler.
Yeah, Radiance able to get the first opening push here, and that's exactly what they need to do. They needed to come out quick and try to find a way to slow down these Grillers immediately as the first minute goes by.
Grillers pushing in on all sides though, so Archer's gonna have to be ready for that along with the rest of his team.
Stingray, Baller, and missiles going off. Oh, Archer! They need a nice pick before Sam can fire off the Stingray. And firing off missiles as well, so that's going to do a lot to create an opportunity for Radiance to...
It goes right off.
There it is.
How many I fell down calls do you think we've had so far?
It's well, to be fair, it's easy to do on this map, especially with dualies. Sometimes you forget what's right behind you there. Radiance able to hold mid with the help of that unfortunate fall off from the CDS there. Oh, and you see a flank coming across here from the from the Brella, but nobody with the Brella to kind of support them.
And that Brella is going to go down easily to that Ink Rush. Ink Rush coming in to clean up and assist in trying to block this push from Radiance. They do fail to do that, but they're going to go ahead and move up and try to get the Radiance, their Bamboozler, out. And they do. That's quite a zigzag. That's very good.
Yes, Cookie is known very well for their annoying brush play, and you're seeing this coming into effect here. I'm surprised it took us this long into the tournament to actually see Cookie on brush, but you see them just absolutely manhandling their way into the Radiance base. But
it's my base. Get out.
But with all of that distraction and bloodshed that Cookie was providing there, the Grillers redeem literally nothing, and their push ends just like that.
Quite unfortunate. Yeah, Cookie was able to get all the picks, but the rest of the Grillers were not able to capitalize.
Oh, actually,
Archer
might have scored during that chaos. That's why they were... but 2 players going down for the Grillers there, Owen.
Absolutely, that's not good. Archer with that pick on the brush in the corner, and Radiance is going to go ahead and push up and score. Even with that Stingray out. Not having a Bamboozler or something to counter that tent is really hurting the Grillers.
Yes, but they were able to get the wipe, so even though Radiance did score there, they give up the entire map to the Grillers, and with 1 player, that tent going down, man, that tent just has a hard time staying alive in key moments for Radiance on this map and mode for whatever reason. But 2 players going down for the Grillers, they do find a back doorway to pop open the basket there, but with nobody in sight. Actually, that was the last person with Flam, so the push ends with about a minute left to go. Radiance with the lead.
Yeah, quite unfortunate that They lost an engagement with the T-Tech, and that unfortunately took away a large number of clams. If they had won that engagement, this would be a very different story.
The Brella providing a nice distraction there as Toxic starts to get flanked through mid. And now the bubble's coming out. Anytime Toxic pokes their head around the corner there's some sort of monster just staring them down as Radiance keeps the Grillers backed off into their base. And I don't know where Cookie is, but Cookie is obviously getting a lot of damage done. That's going to be the key for the Grillers.
2 down, 3 down. They're going to have to go.
Oh, but Cookie gets picked off there, jumping right in front of Toxic.
The tent gets picked.
And Stingray's coming out. If Toxic fires the rain here,
Another pick.
Do have a power clamp, and actually they don't have to do too much if they can just pop it here. 2 players going down.
So the Bamboo gets the pick. They get the score, and that opens the basket for this final push. They have very few.
Oh! What happened there?
I don't know.
It said
we lost.
One. No, it threw.
It swapped on us. It swapped perspectives and like. Excuse me, the Grillers scored and lost the lead?
I was so confused because it said in the Grillers ink color that you lost the lead, and I was like, wait a minute, they were losing. How could they lose the lead?
That makes no sense, but the Grillers have come back here at the end.
Cookie with the brush, 19 KAs, so big for the Grillers there, and man, that is so heartbreaking for Radiance, as now we see Radiance doing a bit of a sub. We see Jello coming in. I don't know who they replaced here, but Radiance having to pull. They're gonna have to find something here. That's a tough one to come back from. You had the Grillers beat. Even the game thought they won.
Even the game thought they won. Yeah.
Oh man, so now we're going to the hotel tower control, and if you're the Grillers, you're on a 4-game winning streak. You just won an epic game in overtime, and now you're on a map and mode where Sam has just been eating people alive. You got Cookie firing at all cylinders. The Grillers are going to be a tough team to beat here.
This may be their month. They're in position. It's all about that momentum, and they have the momentum. This may be their month. All depends on if Avalanche can hold their momentum as well.
And it all depends on why Radiance decided to pull a sub in here. I wonder if they're bringing in somebody just for this specific map and mode, or if they just have somebody who they feel like is going to perform better than whoever they replaced.
Maybe it's someone with good morale, someone who will keep the team hyped and going and keep them pushing. You know, it might be as simple as that.
Yes. Sometimes bringing in just a new voice into your VC after things have been starting to fall apart can do a lot to help you as well. So, if you're the Grillers, you want to see what this Jello person can bring out and what they do. But Radiance now came in, who was once 9-0 across both days, is now. Oh, we got a DC, right? Okay, now look, it happened at the spawn, so this doesn't. This
will not count. The match can be replayed with new gear. I'm good.
And that is Toxic from the side of the Grillers that DC'd.
Grillers are going to go ahead and mess around.
You see Cookie
going for
dancing around a watch, make sure you don't slip sign. Obviously trying to find a way to slip on that sign. Cookie accidentally falls off the side of the map, so that's unfortunate for them. As you see Radiance clearing this second checkpoint uncontested. Jim looks to be trying to find a way. He's trying to earn their trust, it looks like. Going over to befriend them, possibly with a peace offering of some sort. It doesn't seem to be working as Radiance is still staying on the tower, riding it over. However, the Bamboozler is going out, possibly to have a conversation with Jim. A ray spam going out, now missiles, and Radiance is going to get the win here.
What a tense matchup. Not really. Let's try that again.
Poor Jim's peace offering was denied by Radiance. But life goes on.
Life goes.
Jello, the sub, coming in and getting the one pick that they needed, as well as popping off Ink Armor. So that might work out in their favor. Actually, that wasn't Toxic. That was
Ninja.
Ninja. Well, Toxic was playing earlier, see? Or was that Ninja the whole time? I can't remember.
Looks like Booty Seed at least.
Whoever, the Grillers are now back at full force. And now, since the DC happened before the game said, let's go, if both teams wanted to trade weapons, they could.
We'll see if they make use of that. It looks like they might be.
Radiance is already readied up, but the Grillers have not done that just yet. I didn't really look at the Grillers comp that they had even with the DC to see if it looked like something that might have been intentional as far as like a comp they actually wanted to use, or just couldn't get off because of the DC or whatever. But everybody's readied up, so we are going to go ahead and get going.
And this time for real, Tower Control and Albacore. There will be no peace offerings. Coming out with the Rapid, pretty popular choice on this map. On the side
and that is a big weapon change, because Cookie did ready up with the brush. So instead, deciding to go with the Rapid Blaster, which is a really good pick for this map. I'd say as Cookie immediately goes down to the splatter scope there. Oh, and 2 players go down actually for the Grillers.
And they're gonna go ahead, and looks like Radiance is just biding their time right now. It's moving slow but steady. Neither team having touched the tower yet. 30 seconds in. And now Radiance is going to take that first touch and then immediately lose it.
Oh, Sam going down for the Grillers. A nice shot. The splatter scope for the side of Radiance has been keeping control of things in the early goings here, as 2 players immediately go down. Make that
3 down, and they see the 4th, and he does get the jump though. But still, big push time for Radiance. They're going to go ahead and move up, while Archer's going to send out that Ink Storm and flank around to get the Grillers' attention. Eyes off the tower on him is an advantage for them.
2 more players going down, unless they can find a way to get a little pick on the tower, but nobody's even close to the tower for the side of the Grillers, so Radiance clears that first checkpoint with ease, and that's a very difficult checkpoint to get a pass, so to clear it this early in the game is going to be huge for Radiance.
And Cookie's just going to get flanked right here, but they are actually going to... never mind, 10 to mass files. Commentators curse.
But the push, regardless, the push does end for Radiance. As you see, Sam is now in the position that Sam wants to be in, which is right in the middle of the map, and expose the long range that they have. Hopping on tower, trying to find a pick or 2.
They're going to get rushed right here, though. They're going to have to jump. And they do not get that jump out before getting picked off by Radiance. Cookie by tower, aggressive, and the baller comes out. And they're just going to save it there and just allow their team to jump in. And they get a nice pick directly after that.
Yeah, that last push by the Grillers was a little bit rushed. There was nobody dead on the side of Radiance, but now this time around, 2 players going down for Radiance, and Sam key kill on the opposing charger, and Archer down as well. That's going to give this checkpoint to the Grillers, and possibly the lead here, as only 2 players are left alive.
Going to run around the back up to the box and have to contend with the Grillers pressuring them too. It looks like the lead's been taken by the Grillers at 40 and counting. Beam off in the corner, getting ready for the tower to show up, but Cookie ready for them with the baller, calling for help. So gets the pick at close range. That is not easy to do. 2 picks!
My goodness. And Cookie trying to find a way to stay on this tower here to get past that third checkpoint. It looks like they will be able to clear it, and they do. So the Guerrillas now trying to put this game away with only 3 remaining.
It's over. The Grillers are going to the grand finals for, I think, the first time in multiple months of playing.
Correct.
So many third place appearances. They have successfully gotten out of that. It's first or second.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, but now they're going into grand finals, taking on Avalanche, who's had to wait for about an hour now with all this momentum, a 5-game winning streak for the Grillers, and we are going to be heading into a grand finals, and they're going to need to keep that streak going, because if they want to win, they're going to have to, of course, a bracket reset. But who knows, this might be the Grillers' time to finally get banned from Low Ink. But we'll find out starting soon. After a quick break, we're going to come back with the grand finals of this entire tournament. You are watching Low Ink in July.